Hello, everybody. My name is Ian Lamont. I am the author of Lean Media and the publisher of the Lean Media video channel available from leanmedia.org. Today, I'm going to be talking about Amazon FBA and replenishing your inventory. And this is kind of a nuts and bolts thing, but I think a lot of new FBA sellers or maybe sellers who are used to doing FBM, that is fulfilled by merchant, they may need to know how to set up Amazon fulfilled by Amazon type of shipments where you have to send in your inventory to an Amazon fulfillment center and then Amazon takes care of the rest. So basically, this is what to do. Of course, you need an Amazon Seller Pro level account. So you'll see some more options at the top of the screen. And basically, where I am is the Manage Inventory page. Just click on that. You can also do it from. You can also replenish inventory via some of the other options here, Manage FBA Inventory, and I think you can do it via Manage FBA Shipments and Inventory Planning. So there's a whole bunch of ways to do it, but Manage inventory, that's where a lot of people start anyways, start their day just to see how much inventory they have. And this is as good as any way to get going. So I'm going to be sending in more of this item. It's right before the holiday season. I know I'm running low. I need more inventory to go in there. And I've been working with my manufacturer. This is a branded item. I own the brand. And we have some inventory ready to go to an Amazon fulfillment center. So let's do it. So basically what you do, you come to the Manage Inventory page, you find the item you're going to be shipping in. By the way, I'm only doing one item today, one single item, and I'll explain why that's important in a minute. Then you go over to the right side of the page where it says Edit, and you select Send Replenish Inventory. So then you come to this particular page. Now, I should say that this dashboard or this process that they've designed for sellers, it's a little bit kludgy. And it's a little bit, sometimes it's hard to figure out, what you're doing or what the language works from. But here are the things I think you need to know. The first one is packing type. What's this? Individual products or case pack products. Individual products, you can kind of see from this picture, it means that you have several different types of products packaged together in one box. That makes things a little bit more complicated, but Amazon has a system for working that out. Today, we're going to be doing case pack products. So I have 5 boxes of the same SKU going to Amazon. So this is the option I'm going to take. The other thing is I'm going to ship from another address. So I use, there's basically 2 places I can ship from. My house, which I almost never do, and then also my manufacturer, who also keeps some of my inventory. So I'm going to select the manufacturer. Whoops. So I have to select case packed products again. Continue to shipping plan. Okay. So it'll ask me a whole bunch of questions about what to do. If you've made a mistake with something in the early stages of this, you can cancel it or you can delete your shipping plan. For instance, if I decided I needed to change this, I could change the individual products. If I decided I needed to send it from another address, I could do that. This is, by the way, assuming it's coming from a US-based address. And then I have my products. It's listing it right here. It says, please enter quantity of sellable units you'll be sending. So I'm going to tell them 50 units per case, 5 cases, 250 units. So this is the total number of units I'm sending in. This should match what either you or your manufacturer or your agent or whoever knows is on hand, ready to get, put into a UPS truck. So then you hit continue. Review prep guidance. Choose a product type when prep guidance is unknown and select who preps. Amazon can provide prep services for a fee. So prep services basically means that something still has to be done for the packaging in order to make it ready to be distributed to people. So a typical thing is maybe there's no UPC code on the side of the packaging, and Amazon can actually put one on there. It doesn't look that great, but if you didn't design any packaging with the UPC barcode on it, then you can have Amazon put one on there. But note that you have to supply the UPC code, the GTIN, and that's done via another service called GS1. It's also possible to get a UPC exemption or GTIN exemption. I can't remember what it's called. So basically, there won't be any UPC code, but Amazon will still have to put some sort of barcode on the side, I think probably with the ASIN in it, so it can know what exactly is being sold. And then all their machines and workers at the fulfillment centers can correctly identify the item when it gets shipped out to a customer. Okay, so without further ado, so there's who preps, Amazon or merchant. So in my case, my packaging already has UPC codes and it's all shrink wrapped and everything. So I'm just going to select merchant and hit continue. All products must have a barcode. There's a warning about this. If your product is eligible for tracking with the manufacturer barcode, you don't need to print and apply Amazon labels to your item. So that's me. I've already put a barcode on, and I'm all set. But if your product is not eligible, then it must have an Amazon barcode. So I'm not going to get into that. So it's just a warning. I'm all set to go. Just hit continue. So it's validating the plan state. It's doing all these things. And here's some important information. ABE8, Florence, New Jersey. This means that this package is going to a single fulfillment center in New Jersey. I've seen this fulfillment center. It's big. It's not far from Philadelphia, and I'm packaging all my boxes for that. Now, keep in mind, I'm located in New England, so I think this is one of their transshipment centers and distribution centers. I think when I ship stuff, and I always ship stuff here, at least lately I have. And I think when I ship like 250 units there, some of them might be sent to other places too. For some manufacturers or brands, you might get first of all, you'll probably definitely get a different fulfillment center to send it to, but you also might be told to split it up or do something like that. But in my case, it's just going to this one. And then it says create new, and then it gives you like a code. This code, I almost always change it because if let's say later on you need to review it for some reason, if it's just a bunch of numbers or dates, a month from now I won't remember exactly what date or time I sent this thing. So I'm going to put down the name of the product and the date and the amount, and that's usually enough for me when I'm reviewing a list later on to say, oh yeah, that's when I sent that particular shipment. So I'm going to say silver 250 units. And then 10/03/19. So that's October the 3rd, 2019. So this is more for my benefit than for Amazon's benefit, but it tells me exactly what I'm doing. I'm also going to say 5 boxes because I think that's important to know as well. Okay, so let's keep on going. Approve and continue. Creating shipments. Please wait. Validating plan state. Large shipping plans may take a few additional minutes. So here we are. It's confirming everything I already know. Here's a shipment ID, and then work on shipment. All right. So it lets you review and modify units. I always choose small shipping method, small parcel delivery versus less than truckload. This is for people that are shipping, a lot of things that are, can fill up part of a truck. I never do that for what I'm shipping. I always do small parcel delivery, SPD, and then it says Amazon partnered carrier or other carrier. Now, if you were buying the shipping on your own, and you may do that because, let's say you have a special rate with a local shipper or you like using the post office or whatever, there's a whole bunch of options that you can use here. I always use the Amazon partnered carrier, which is UPS. It used to be UPS and FedEx, but now it's just UPS. And the reason why is they give fantastic rates. I've gone to the UPS store and asked if they can beat these rates, and the answer is no, they can't. It's a really, really good rate, and I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so scroll down a little bit. So how will this shipment be packed? Please select an option. Now keep in mind, I already told them that I'm going to be shipping multiple boxes, but they ask again anyways. And then this whole thing will pop up. I think some people that are doing, a lot of shipping to Amazon, they might do the upload file option. I always use the web form. It's not great, but it does the job. So here we are again. Units per box configuration. They asked me this before. 50. Number of boxes, 5. Total quantity, 250. Then it says box weight. And LB, for those of my friends who are watching from another country, means pounds. The box weight is the weight of one box, not the weight of all boxes together. And I know the weight. It's 27 pounds per box. Box dimensions in inches. So this is pretty simple too. It's basically 12 by 10 by 10. Okay, it's just kind of a small box, but it's a little bit heavy. And then note that there's number of boxes left, 195. So if I wanted to, I mean, I guess I could ship up to 200 boxes this way. I don't think I've done more than 10 boxes at a time. So then I confirm. You can also save for later if for some reason you need to work on it. I'm going to confirm that. Shipping charges. So basically, you have to provide accurate shipment information. I already did that. It says the shipment weight. Now it's going to calculate. It's going to show me the price I'm going to pay for UPS, which, as I said before, is fantastic. Okay, $40 to ship 135 pounds. That's not that bad. What's that work out to? It works out to about $8 per 27-pound box. I can live with that. That's a lot better than the Postal Service, by the way. I agree to the terms and conditions. And just one other thing I'd like to mention, for you have to follow Amazon's terms and conditions and understand what's going on in terms of how they charge you fees, how FBA fees work and whatnot. That's up to you. That's your responsibility. And, as I've said before, do not try to cut corners with Amazon or cheat the system or maybe put other people at a disadvantage by breaking the terms of service. They're there for a reason, and I think everyone should strive to work fairly within the Amazon ecosystem to make to do well with their business. So accept the charges. All right, and then it says print box labels. Basically, what they're going to do is they're going to give you 5. This is 5 labels, and basically each. It's actually two labels. There's the UPS label, which is right here, and then there's the Amazon label, which is right here. So these two things, they'll go on one box, and it even says like this is box 1 of 5. Then you scroll down, box 2 of 5. I want to point out something about these barcodes and these labels. Of course, they should be easy to view, and do not, I repeat, do not leave out this one or assume that this barcode is the same as this. They're not. This barcode is really important because when a box comes into an Amazon fulfillment center, they have all these automatics. Everything basically goes on these conveyor belts or is offloaded. As it's offloaded from the trucks, it's scanned. And then Amazon will know, oh, this is the FBA order. Number or whatever it is, and it will know exactly what's in the box. It will know where it's supposed to go, and they have these systems to help manage their inventory. So do not neglect to put this one on, or make sure that it's placed very tightly onto the box. And I'm actually going to be sending this shipment to my manufacturer. Sorry, these labels to my manufacturer. But in the past, when I've done it myself, I've actually put a layer of tape over both of these things just to make sure they don't get scraped off or something happens to them. Because believe me, Amazon fulfillment centers, they do so much volume each day. They have trucks constantly coming and going from the facilities. And, it's basically a tractor trailer filled with boxes, and it's easy for stuff to get scraped off. So, when you put it on, make sure it's put on securely and let your manufacturers know that too. All right, so I'm just going to save this. And I'm going to call that Silver Shipping Labels 100319. And I'm going to actually mail that to my manufacturer. Okay, let's close that out. All right, so I've just printed them out, and then I can complete the shipment. And there we go. So it shows me the tracking labels. Of course, they're not. If I plug this into UPS.com, I wouldn't be able to see any data because they haven't been scanned yet by UPS. But that's basically how to set up an FBA shipment. For more information on how to get the most out of Amazon and various Amazon programs, from Amazon FBA to Amazon KDP, Amazon advertising, I cover it all on my YouTube channel and also my deep dive for publishers. And then also I talk about my lean media framework for people who create media. All of this is available on leanmedia.org. My name is Ian Lamont. Thank you so much for tuning in.